want to be a Manchi boy?
Yes.
What's
Are we doing that now over the theme music?
where we both just kind of sarcastically talk the melody out like
I like
it.
It's kind of fun. It feels good, man.
Indeed.
What you
Turn
adjusting
my
your-
little headies up.
Oh,
Hello, headies.
You
Yeah.
wanna hear your level.
I had to turn the headphones up. Oh yeah.
Are
So
you
what's
on the
up?
level? Huh? What's up? What's up? What's up?
How's it going?
It's going.
Oh wait, I've been with you the past hour.
Yeah, we
I'm acting
know
like-
it's up. We know how it's going.
Where did we go today?
Yeah. Well, let me read the script here. It's not scripted, but I'll just pretend it is. We went to Salween Thai restaurant.
Yep, Sally Way.
So this is weird. I woke up from this crazy dream where I was stuck on an elevator. I was at an old job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going somewhere with this. I almost promised you. I was at an old job I used to work at, KTV. The building is no longer there. Like the building that I keep dreaming of is no longer there. But I was stuck on the elevator, and I was trying to call a different Thai restaurant to order food to pick up.
Yeah. Like
And
different than Salween.
It
you
wasn't
mean?
Salween. Yeah, it was
Okay.
like a different one. And it was like directly across the street from where the old KTV building was.
Oh, okay.
This place has never existed.
Yeah.
I don't know where my brain was coming with this.
This
But anyways,
is just how dreams work. I totally get
I'm
it.
trying to like order Thai food from this other restaurant, and I'm thinking I should have called Salween instead. Why don't I hang up and go to Salween? And then I wake up, do some work, and then Tony's like, "Hey, you want to be a Munchie boy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, I'm thinking Salween. And I'm like, "That's crazy. I just had this crazy dream." What does being stuck on an elevator, like a falling elevator especially, mean in dream sense?
So you were stuck on a falling elevator,
Yeah.
and the
Like,
instinct was that you had to order Thai.
Well, the first thing is I tried to go to the third floor, which is where the like managers and like all the businessy sales people were.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I got stuck on a level above that onto this fourth floor, which never actually existed in the building, to my knowledge. It certainly doesn't exist now. And then it was stuck halfway on this fourth floor. I tried to go back down to the second floor where I worked at,
Okay.
and then it started like falling and crashing.
And
down.
that was when you said, "Okay, I better order Thai."
Oh, I was ordering Thai the entire time.
Okay,
Like I was
okay.
walking down the hallway, I started calling the Thai order in,
and
I
then
was,
you woke up.
like put on hold, and then put on hold, and then like got into the elevator, went up like that, and then they finally talked. It was just crazy. What does this mean?
Man, I think it was just fate that you knew, somehow your brain knew that I was going to see if you wanted to be a Munchie boy and get some Sally Way today.
Yeah,
Salween.
Salween is one of our favorites. Right?
Yep.
I mean,
We're doing, it seems like we've been going with some of our go-tos, our surefires to start these days. But yeah, so we went to Salween down on Saddle Creek. I would call it would you say the Midtown Salween, I guess?
Northwest Radial Highway Salween.
Yeah.
I guess it's technically a midtown. Otherwise, you got North Salween, and now you got two.
Yeah,
North
then you have
Salweens.
72nd and Pacific.
Which
but
one do you call
yeah.
that? I mean, that's not the Exarban Salween. It's not really in that Exarban area.
I guess it kind of is, but it's, I don't know. Who cares? We just call it, I guess it would be Salween West, because it's the farthest one, isn't it?
We've been going there for a long time.
Yeah, to the one down on, is it Northwest Radial or is it?
It's Northwest Radial.
Oh, it's where it turns off of Saddle. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's no longer
I
Saddle
always
Creek.
mix that up. I'm like, is that still Saddle or?
Well, there's a little pneumatic. Jeez.
Pneumatic.
There's a pneumatic device I
Lady,
use
are
for
you
that.
nuts?
I need to make sure the air pressure and the hydraulics are right. Oh wait, that's not pneumatic. Anyways, I think the second you go down Cumming Street, that's where it splits, isn't it? From Northwest Radial one way to
Oh, yeah.
Saddle Creek the
Yep,
other way.
I think you're right.
Could be
I think
wrong
you're right.
though.
I think you're absolutely right.
If there's any civil engineers in the city of Omaha that care to comment on this and tell us, what's the correct pneumatic devices.
Anyway, so we walked into Salween. Actually, let's get this straight. Since I have a meeting later today, right after this, I was like, Aaron, we have to go do this like right away. We need to go when they open. So I picked him up at 10:50. We Zoom over there. We get out. Well, actually, so yeah, we get out at 10:50 or 10:55. We go up to the door. It's locked. But anyway, so let's go back to a little story. Aaron got a call on the way there. Yeah.
So I got a call. It was a call from the state of Florida. And I was like, I don't recognize this number, but, I have a lot of various weird synthesizers and things on pre-order, and I better answer it just in case it's one of those, like, hey, you're Route 2600, which is shipping from Detroit, not from Florida. Anyways, so I answer it, and it's a robocall, like, your credit card, blah, 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 account can blah, 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 lower interest rate. So I looked at Tony, and I'm like, all right, normally I would just block this call and report it to the do not call list thing, but I'll take this call, and I'll kind of mess with the guy at the call center. So I press 1 or whatever, and like he comes on. It's like, and it's probably a call center in India, or it could be in Indiana. Who really knows? But the guy's, like, sir, do you have, our records show that you have a credit card user in good standing. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And he's like, sure, it shows that, blah, 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 It's like, do you have a Visa or MasterCard? I'm like, yes. He's like, you have a Visa or MasterCard?
And were you like, Visa? Lady, are you nuts?
I'm like, yes. He's like, sir, you have a Visa or MasterCard? And I'm like, yes, I do.
He just kept saying it over and over.
He's like, sir, do you...
And Aaron was totally just obviously messing with him because he knew it was a scam. Yeah.
Do you have a Visa card or do you have a MasterCard? Oh, you want to know which of those I have? Oh, well, I suppose it's Visa. Oh, wait, maybe it's the MasterCard. It must be the MasterCard.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing. It's like, sir, do you have a Visa or MasterCard? Yes, I do.
So that was entertaining for that 10 minutes while we were on the way to Salween.
And then they wanted me to read some numbers, like the expiration date and stuff off the card. So I was like, let
me put you on hold.
I'll put you on hold. I got to go find my card. And then at that point,
it got disconnected or something.
So then we go to the door, and the door was still locked.
Yeah. So of course we had to grab our selfie in front of the place to post. But yeah, so we went in. And, of course, right away we were greeted by this girl that was our server. And I was like, oh, this is weird. I've never been first in. Because we were first for the day.
Absolutely. To the point where, like, the guy that just unlocked the door was still, like, walking back to the back
and
room.
He looked kind of, like, probably tired. Like, oh, first one, like, I'm opening the door. I'm not quite ready, but...
And the TV wasn't even on
Yeah,
yet.
the TV wasn't on. I swear there were a couple lights off. There's always that eerie, like, simple vibe when you go into a place and you almost feel pathetic.
Simple vibe?
Well, I mean, like, it's less enticing. Like, the TV's not on.
Oh, there's such a simple vibe here. How quaint.
Oh, the cartoon's not on yet. Oh, yeah.
It was on Nickelodeon. I was looking at the TV.
There wasn't a kid in sight, yet there was cartoons on Nickelodeon on the TV. It was funny because the guys that came in after us, one of the guys said, oh, you can sit toward the TV. And then the other guy goes, oh, yeah, my favorite show. That was awesome. But anyway, so let's get right into it. Our server was nice right off the bat, which was awesome.
Nice. It was great.
Because as you know, when we were talking about last time, we said it's fine, it's neutral, but we kind of felt like the lady didn't like us last time.
She didn't like us. Whereas this one, she was a delightful young lady.
She seemed like she did like us. And that was for the first customers in, so that was even a bonus.
Yeah.
Because when you've worked places in the past, you're like, oh, the first freaking person, here we go. Like, I'm kind of tired still. I don't really want to start working, but hey, what would you like?
But she was bright and cheerful and helpful and...
warm and welcoming.
And other words that we can use to describe her.
It was almost like she just was, like, fully ready for us to come in.
To start the day with that go-get-em attitude.
Exactly. And to go into that, can I just say that our friend Greg Lilly sponsored our meal today for this episode?
Can we say it? Did he say that we can say his name?
Yes, absolutely. We got the go-ahead. So we want to give a big
excellent.
Thank you to Greg Lilly.
Greg is a good man, a good Gregorly man. Wait, is that a word? I don't know.
Yep. So that was very kind of him to sponsor the meal for us.
So good, though. So good.
He was like, I loved it so much that I want to, the next one's on me. So let me know. Yep. And
which is great. I mean, if you really enjoy this podcast and you want to hear more and have us say your name, and I'll make up words to describe you.
Gregory.
Sponsor the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Buy us a meal.
Get a hold of us.
They say there's no free lunch in America, but, if you...
We found out there is. I didn't think there was either, but then Greg was like, hey, man. And I was like, whoa, what?
All you have to do is like
That
spend
was a little
thousands
over
of
the
dollars in recording gear and devote your entire life to creating content.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it finally paid off.
It finally
See?
did.
So yeah, thank you, Greg.
So we're not saying thank you, Greg, but we are saying thank you, Greg. Oh wait, we are saying thank you, Greg. Why do I say we're not saying that? We're saying that. Wow.
So yeah, the lady was lovely. So we were finally ready to order. We perused the menu. We didn't want to go cliche.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. For me, I don't mind being cliche at a restaurant. A chicken pad thai is sometimes my go-to. And that's because it's surefire. You know it's going to be good usually.
Especially at Salween. You know it's going to be amazing. Zing.
Yep. Sorry, people. That was probably annoying on your headphones. No, we loved it. You loved it. It's fine.
I don't know what happened there. I think is K-hole, is that still a thing?
I forgot what that is.
That's like a ketamine drug thing, I think, where you kind of get stuck in like a loop.
Oh, I never heard of that.
A neural brain thing.
I never heard of that.
I don't know from firsthand experience.
You know what that reminds me of? Appetizers.
Oh, yeah. Nice seg.
All right. So let's get right to it. We perused. We saw what we liked. Talk about the appetizers.
Oh, my gosh. Well, first off, my favorite appetizer there is the fried wontons.
Oh, man.
Now, there was a time where the fried wontons were these little triangular wonton things. Now they're basically just crab rangoon.
Yeah, it's basically a crab rangoon shape, but I think they still call it that.
But they still call it fried
wonton.
Fried wontons.
Yeah.
So we got the fried wontons. Mm-hmm. And then what do we get?
We also got the fresh spring rolls.
And they were fresh and springy.
Uh-huh.
And
then finally we got the chicken satay with a peanut sauce.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so and then we'll just let's talk about the whole order and then we'll get into detail.
And there's photos on our Facebook and our Instagram. Right?
Yeah, so if you ever want to look at these pictures as we're talking about it, pull it up.
You can
pull
just
it up
imagine
under the
like
Munchie Boys.
Chicken satay. Mm-hmm. Chicken satay.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute.
Yep. So meal wise, I went with the drunken noodles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, drunken noodles. And then what'd you get?
Well, wait. What was your spicy level, Tony?
Oh, I got
on a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I got the 10.
And the lady's eyes widened, and my eyes widened, and we looked at each other and we're like, 10?
Yeah.
Is this guy crazy?
Yep, I'm freaking nuts. But here's the thing though, is I've always heard it can get much spicier than the levels they offer.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I get a 10, that's going to be like, kind of spicy for actual Thai spice. Like,
and there's times where you get a 5 there, and it's like, wait, this is like way more than 5. There's times you get an 8 there, and it's like, this isn't so bad. So
yeah,
I think it depends.
It depends on your mood. Do you want to get a slightly runny nose? Do you want your mouth to burn a little bit? Like.
So I got the Pad CU, which is the first thing I had the first time that I was at Salween, which I believe was with you, Tony, like several years back.
Oh, for the first time?
Yeah, the first time.
Nice.
So it's the first thing I got there. At the time, I was like, I had never had it before, but like the name was crazy. And U is the Forest City and the Ultima video game franchise. So I was like, okay, I'll try Pad CU. And so I got that in a combination that had the chicken, beef, and shrimp. So there's like 2 shrimp in the thing, but what do you expect in life, really? Nice.
So to get back to the details, I just pulled this up. That's why I was kind of just like all quiet.
Oh, what were you doing over there?
I was pulling up. So Pad CU. It's wide rice noodle, broccoli, and carrots. And then I can't find where's my drunken noodles? Is this an old menu? Oh, here it is, drunken noodle. Oh, or Pad Ki Mao. Dang it. I didn't see that sub name on there. I would have been like, yeah.
Pad Ki Mao.
Can I get the Pad Ki Mao? And then she would have been like, oh, you had to say the real name instead of drunken noodle. But so the drunken noodle is wide rice noodle, egg, broccoli, carrot, green and red bell pepper, and basil.
Basil. Hey, Basil, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Tony Basil.
Do. Hey, boom. Yeah.
So I love their menu, though, because there's things like Rad Nat Microb, which to me sounds like the villain on like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, oh, Shredder, you'll send out Rad Nat Microb to destroy the Splinter.
That does completely sound like that.
Rad Nat Microb.
Oh, my gosh. So the spring rolls, they came with a sweet chili sauce.
Oh, yum.
The chicken satay, which are basically grilled chicken Grilled skewered chicken marinated in Thai spices, served in a peanut sauce.
Those are so good.
And then fried wonton. Why can I never find that on the menu? That must be a different thing. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Cream, cheese, and pieces of crab served with... Wait, so it basically is just a crab rangoon? That's what it says.
It literally is just a crab
I'm
rangoon.
an idiot. Okay. So, and that has kind of like a yellow sweet sauce. That had like a yellow sweet sauce with it, and I do love that. But Aaron stole the sweet sauce for a minute, and I go, I'm going to have to steal a little bit of that back. Because he set it on his plate, and I was like, and I just grabbed it, and I was like, oh.
I assert domination by stealing sweet sauce.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. And it was kind of like, and then Aaron wanted to trade because he was kind of digging the...
fried wontons.
Yep, he was digging the fried wontons more than the spring rolls. So he traded me. So we were supposed to get 2.5 each. Oh, by the way, I always do my food math. I knew that we got 2.5 each. So we call it a tug of war. Me and Aaron grab one piece of each part of the food and rip it in half.
Usually there's like a little, like kind of like a wishbone where you have like a little twist to the wrist to try to get just a little bit more than the other guy.
Yeah, exactly. So we were going to do that. But then he was like, well, I'll trade you that other half of the wonton for a piece of my spring roll I got left. Why am I doing that voice?
I don't
That's kind of my food voice, but I guess it was appropriate. But yeah, so I traded him. I got that extra spring. He got his preference and everything. So
preference? That's a weird way to say it.
And what did you get to drink?
Oh, I got the Thai iced tea. I love Thai iced tea. It's one of those things that if you're at a Thai restaurant, you should definitely get. And I remember, like, I've tried making that at home, and it's good, but you can only really drink so much of it.
I think certain things just aren't quite as good at home.
Right. For the price of a Thai iced tea at a restaurant, you can just go to the grocery store and get a can of sweet condensed milk and tea. Yeah. Make your own, but after the first one, you're like, oh, I never really want to drink another one of these.
Yeah.
But you do. And...
yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that are like that. Basically, I've basically put aside all... Why do I keep saying basically?
Basically.
Put aside all, like, trying to... Like, I used to try to make Asian dishes. Like, I made pad thai at home once, and then I got to a point where I was like, why am I even doing this? Like, buying that stuff isn't expensive. So,
yeah.
Like, why am I trying to recreate something that I'll never be able to quite match? Now, if I'm trying to create, like, a sandwich, I can do that.
A sandwich? Tony. Only a skilled master chef can create a sandwich. I mean, come on, man. What are you trying to prove?
Where were we? I forgot where we were in the food process. Oh, yeah. We were still on the appies, and then the drink, the Thai iced tea, how it's not worth making.
I hope I hit record on this thing.
Yeah. Oh, yep. You did, luckily.
Okay,
Otherwise,
good.
we're just bullshitting by ourselves.
Well, which is...
That's fine.
That works.
Yeah. Oh, then we dove into the entrees.
Oh, yeah, the entrees. Also, I'll just say this. I ordered the 6 on my spice level, and I told the lovely young waitress person who, that, I'm not going to do a 10 like this guy over here. And she's like, me neither. That's too spicy. And I'm like, right?
You were bonding.
I feel like we had a moment there. There's
like you think maybe she liked you because she said, yeah,
right.
You're right. I wouldn't get that as spicy.
Like,
either.
in American Tail when, like, Fievel looks out the window and starts singing Somewhere Out There. That's going to be me.
Was that the connection that you've been waiting for? Is just like somebody that bonded over spice level?
Just waiting for any kind of connection, any kind of real human connection, Tony.
We're changing the whole mood of this podcast.
Is that such a thing to ask for, people?
Now we're going to go into the part of the podcast where we get sentimental and we talk about our
Cue
feelings.
the sad piano music here. We must have forgot to cue that.
Dang it! I thought you had that ready to go.
No.
Oh, dang it! But yeah, so far as we're into this, everything's going great. We have our appetizers. We're taking pictures for the web.
Oh yes, you can look at the pictures.
Yeah.
You'll know it's time to turn the page when you hear the chime like this. Did you ever do that as a kid? Like those books that had the cassette tape?
I think so. So let's think. Where were we? We were enjoying those appetizers.
Yeah, they were so good.
Yeah, so those were good. Our entrees came out. We were like, ooh, hot and now. Not the restaurant, but just like the temperature and the timing. Just
39-cent cheeseburgers.
Oh man, I miss those days. So yeah, I get my what was the other name for the drunken noodles? Pat Rad Kimao.
Rad Kimao. It wasn't Rad Nat Knee Crab. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, because that's your Ninja Turtle bad guy name. Yeah. So Rad Kimao. I got the Rad Kimao. I'm not joking. Oh my God, that reminds me of an old Thai story. Not like an old Thai tale or anything, but like an old Thai restaurant story I have.
Old Thai tail.
So I was at a different place, and I'm not going to say that. Wait, this isn't an ad for Salween. I can say it. I was at Bangkok a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean,
this isn't like we're held to the bonds of one place.
No. If anything, it's an ad for Greg, right? You know, we're not.
Yeah, Greg Lilly, thank you. Yeah,
we're
shout
not
out
really,
again.
so we can, we won't say anybody else by the first name, like See? I'm not gonna say it.
We didn't say it. Stupid. So I was at Bangkok a long time ago, and there was like a hipster guy with his little baby and then his hipster wife. And the Rad Kimao reminded me of this because he said it. I think it was Rad Kimao, but he gave his baby a bite and he goes, "That's Rad Kimao." And I was like, I just wanted to be like, seriously, shut up. You don't need to tell your little baby that's like a little tiny baby that's Rad Kimao. Stop being so freaking hipster.
I mean,
and I like some hipster stuff, but do not tell your little baby that's Rad Kimao. Say this is noodle.
This is a father interacting with his child. Who are you to say that you can't say that? I mean, come on, dude.
That's true. But still, you get it. Like, imagine like a hipster guy that's
hey,
like,
Junior.
And this is Rad Kimao.
You want some Rad?
I swear he swiped
crab?
his hair when he said it too. It's like, okay. God.
Oh.
Anyway, so back to the fact.
Okay.
Salween. So yeah, we got our dishes. I got my I'm just gonna say it's Rad Kimao because I think that is what it is. Drunken noodle. Oh man, the flavors were just so rich and like salty in a good way. Like there was the spice there. There was the intense like sodium-y salty, but not bad, not over the top.
Sodium.
Just a nice like that luscious flavor. The broccoli was brought out. It was perfectly cooked.
My broccoli was amazing.
If both people are saying the broccoli was amazing,
right,
then you know the place was good.
Like, I'm not a big broccoli person. If you were to bring out some like uncooked broccoli, little florets, are those what they call those things?
Yeah, florets.
Flores. Broccoli.
The hardest thing to do, and I always do this, weirdly, I actually do, is to say broccoli florets, but roll all the R's. Like, broccoli florets. See, it's too hard. Broccoli florets there. Yeah.
But anyways, if you were to bring that out, I'd be like, none of that for me, please. I gave it the office, but the broccoli on the
soaked
pad
in
CU
sauces and oils and like cooked and
crisp and full of life and not life so much, but flavor.
Yeah, everything was perfectly cooked. I'm sure there's a lot of oil in those dishes because you can tell it's pretty oily.
Yeah, but that's what makes
it
good.
In a good way, yeah. And you're splurging. Like if you were going to eat at home, you're not like, I'm going to dump a half a cup of oil into this. But like, I swear there is like a half a cup of cooking oil in
every piece of broccoli.
Yeah, and in every
Yum.
dish. But yeah, so like, oh man, this was actually one of my most, I'm not going to lie, this was one of my most satisfying Salween meals. Like,
I mean, it was clearly, to me, the best Salween meal I've had all day.
You think you're going to go back?
Oh, I might. I don't know.
Okay, I will say something because I don't want to make everything seem like everything's perfect all the time.
What?
I don't absolutely love Salween spring rolls.
What?
I think they're kind of average compared to some other spring rolls.
Well, and that's why I traded you the half of a crab fried wonton for a spring roll.
Yeah, because let's just never order them again there. Because that's the thing, we could get something else.
I feel like we can say we're never going to order them again, but we need to make sure that we don't.
That's true.
Like some kind of a blood pact. Like here, we'll slice our palms and put them together, and and some kind of weird incantation of never ordering.
No spring rolls.
Or is that too much?
Ravakoya.
Going back to the dark place
spring
again.
Roll at Salweenie. Do. Okay. Anyway, I feel like sometimes I just get it because it's healthy, or I'm like, oh, well, maybe they kind of switched up the recipe or something. But something about their spring rolls, it's not gross. It's just bland, kind of like they're. So I really do actually love Bangkok spring rolls and a couple other spring rolls at other places, but I just don't love Salween spring rolls. They're just kind of plain tasting. So
I mean, they're fresh and gardeny, and
they're not bad at all.
But, I'm more of a fried wonton guy. If it's not fried or a wonton, I don't want it.
Exactly. So now we know what you're sticking with. But you like the chicken satay, right? I love.
Oh
it.
yeah, no, that was great.
I thought
yeah.
that was lovely with that,
Yeah.
that creamy peanut sauce on the perfectly grilled
yeah,
chicken
and
on the
it's
skewer.
because when you think of like meat on a skewer, you want what we got, which was delicious, wholesome white meat with Thai spices and whatnots.
Basically, the way I am, being kind of a hog, is I like to be semi-full before the entree comes. So today was perfect.
Yeah, you don't start the Munchie Boys podcast just so we can
Survive and be healthy.
eat conservatively.
Yeah, exactly. Especially not for episodes.
Episodes.
Sometimes we want to get a little crazy. We still talk about a future bang bang.
Should we tell them about this episode? How it almost didn't happen.
Yeah.
This week's been pretty busy for us. We were going to film yesterday and have a release today, which
Record, not film.
record. Did I say film?
Yeah. You're so used to filming
I'm
things.
talking about the film like Saran wrap, like a plastic film.
We were going to film this whole thing. Yeah.
But we couldn't because scheduling didn't work out, and then
Yeah, we got there's stuff going on. There is the Omaha Film Festival stuff going on. Aaron's busy with work stuff. I got food poisoning, so for 2 nights in a row. I know we're talking about food on this podcast, but let's just say I was throwing up.
Don't go there.
I had diarrhea. Okay, never mind. Okay, I felt bad, and then today I woke up perfectly fixed and healthy.
Fixed.
And I was
neutered at the clinic.
I was like, Aaron, should we be Munchie Boys? And what did he say?
Phone rang. I was like, hello?
Dear God. Anyway. But yeah, so today worked out perfectly. Sally Way, we're getting it out today.
Yeah.
So that we're on time. We're following through. And speaking of that, that's a major feat.
Right.
You have a second podcast? A lot of people don't even have a second.
I mean, there's got to be a percentage of people who don't make it to the second one. And we don't want our second one to be delayed or, a week late or something. So
No.
Not that there's any particular schedule that we're on, but
regularity is a good thing. Going back to my problem that I had with the bathroom. I meant regular with scheduling with the podcast.
OMD, Tony.
What's that?
OMD?
Yeah.
Orchestral maneuvers in the dark?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that kind of reminds me of like music and
that's
music
right.
with all these synths.
But there was music playing in the at Salween.
Oh,
remember that heavily compressed, like weird.
Yeah. Okay.
What was
so
that?
they basically, I call it American shit pop is what they play at Salween. Like they play complete American shit pop, which is just really bad pop music and like cheesy. Yeah, it just sucks. Basically, it hurts my soul.
It hurts his soul. I can tune it out.
But then reminding me of music.
Music? Oh, we're going to do our music thing.
Are we
going
to do our final finale?
We are. Are we going to do the thing that we do? You know the thing we do.
That thing we do. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do
it.
Okay.
All right. And a 1, a 2.
A 1, 2.
Oh, wait.
3.
We're doing it on 3 or are we doing it on 4?
Let's go 4. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then go, or 1, 2, 3.
How about 1, 2, 3?
I realize this joke's been played out by like so many things. Lethal Weapon.
How about we just say 1 and then it starts?
All right, sounds good.
Ready?
1. Ooh, the Dave Smith Instruments Prophet 12.
I order at Kimao, and I love how it came out.
Came out.
The spring rolls were average. Did I just say spring rolls? I meant rolls.
Fresh and delicious. Spring rolls.
Chicken satay were great.
Chicken satay.
And what else?
Other stuff. Thai tea.
And thank you, Greg Lilly,
For the Thai iced tea.
and sponsoring episode.
everything.
2.
Hey,
2.
2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
always, you can sponsor an episode and hear your name here. You don't have to do that. I'm just kind of joking.
We'll see you later.
Bye.